welcome to my studio and welcome to day five of NaNoJouMo 2021. Today's prompt is recycle, and I am going to just I have a basket over here. Let me see if I can twist you so you can see. I've got a basket over here on my work area. That basket right there, that is full of stuff. It is full of things I've been collecting for a while. It's got packaging in it. It has bits of paper. It has bits of junk mail. Now I've got you all messed up. It took me forever to get you in the right position. I've got flyers. I've got pieces of corrugate. I've got scraps of paper. I've just got all sorts of things tucked in there, and it's gotten a little bit out of control. I'm waiting for it to just go like that. But it's just got little fun things in there that I like to save and I like to collect and use in my junk journal. And so it's also just a really fun way to use things like that and recycle things that are trash, things that could be going into the trash can, into something fun and beautiful in your journal. And so I just with having recycle in my mind, I thought I would dig into that and use the things from there and recycle those things which should be going in the trash can into a page for my journal. And so what I ended up picking out is I work at a school in the cafeteria, and of course we're opening up lots of boxes and things like that. And I had pulled off this piece of packing tape and thought that that was really cool that it had the letters, the numbers on there. I thought it was cool. So of course I save it. And this is how silly I am. I will save and tuck things like that if I think, oh my gosh, that would be really cool. On a journal page, I save it. So this is the type of thing that ends up in my little basket there. I also pulled this off of a box a while ago. It's just a sticker that was on the side of one of the boxes of food that we got. I really like the graphic nature of it, the black stripes and the numbers. And so I've had this for over a year in my little basket here. And I thought, you know what? I think I'm going to use it today. I also have just a pamphlet from, I went down to Missouri last week or so to visit home, and went down to Branson, and of course there are these little pamphlets all over the place of touristy things, and I had to grab this one because it has a butterfly on it, and butterflies have a very special meaning to me, and I use them a lot in my art, and so I think I'm going to use this. And so with this in mind, and then kind of these, I just started looking more through my bucket of stuff, and just to try to find something that would work with it color-wise, and just kind of with the way that the page seemed to be going. And I found this little piece of paper. It's actually just part of an ad. It was in a pamphlet from our art museum, one of the displays. Actually, it's just about being a member. So I liked the colors on there, and once again, just the lines and the graphic nature of it. And it has the blue on it, and I thought that would go well with the butterfly. The page that I'm working on is white. It is a recycled piece of paper that's white on one side, and it's craft colored on the other. And I think I'm gonna cover this somehow. I don't think I'm gonna try to cover the whole piece. And so I was looking for something to cover up on that, and I ended up deciding to look through my calendars, and I have several calendars that I have bought over the years. These are from 2015. They're great to pick up on clearance. February is usually when they start going on clearance, and you can find them for really, really cheap at places. And they have just beautiful, beautiful images in them. I gravitate towards nature ones, floral ones, are the ones that I use the most, because I just know that those are the types of images that I use. I don't use a lot of landscape ones, but I have, and so I do pick them up here and there, even just to use like bits and pieces of that. Like, of course, there's a butterfly, so I was attracted to that, and just the flowers and things like that. So calendars are just a really good thing to have on hand for collage, just as a background image to kind of start with and add on to. So I do have several of those. So I think I'm going to just kind of flip through and find a calendar page that I would like to, just as the backing part. I don't know how much of it in the end will actually be seen, because this piece is kind of big, and with these together, I might only really be able to see just a little bit kind of underneath peeking through, which is great. I love, with this kind of collage, I really like having layers and layers of things. It does make your journal bulky. It makes it thick. It's not gonna totally lay flat, and I know that it's not gonna totally lay flat, and I'm okay with that. So that being said, with yesterday's page, I did get it. I got it done. I obviously, because I have the video posted, I ended up doing it out of order of how I thought I was going to start it, and it kind of tripped me up a bit, but I'm happy with the way that it turned out in the end. I was going to start, and I'm telling you this because in the video at the beginning I had said I was going to put this on first and then put paint over it. And I had taken a little bit of a break before I started on the page, and I had this over to the side, and I completely forgot to put it on first. And so I put the paint on first, these layers of paint through a stencil. I put that on first when originally I wanted to put this on first. So it kind of tripped me up. I thought, you know what, okay, I'm just going to roll with it, and maybe this is the way that it's supposed to be anyway, and this is how it's going to turn out better. So I did go ahead and then glue this on top of the whole page, and then just started adding layers and layers of paint, and just kind of went from there. So I just keep going. I got frustrated with it because I kind of had it in my head when I started that I was going to do it this way first, and then when I realized that I didn't do it that way, it did kind of trip me up for a minute, and I kind of stumbled and thought, okay, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? And the next thing that I did was just decide on what color paint to add. And so I just kind of kept building and building on that. And it went through a definite ugly phase where I thought, oh, I'm going to be getting out the gesso and covering over this. But I just kept going, and I didn't let that stop me and make me quit. I just kept adding a little bit more and a little bit more until I felt like it was where it was needing to be, and that's where it is now. I did not add any words to this. I don't think that I am. If I stumble across some later on as I'm looking for things that might fit on there, I might add it, but for now I think that's a pretty good abstract representation. And so yeah, so now on this side I'm going to be doing a collage. So I hope you're enjoying this. I hope that the prompts are inspiring you to create and maybe try something different. And if you have any questions, be sure to ask. Share your creations if you'd like to with the hashtag NaNoJouMo2021. And yeah, let's get started on this one.